What's up with it, folks? This is your boy PrimeTruckerRob checking in on the YouTube channel. I'm out here in beautiful Salt Lake City. Give you a little update. We just been hauling loads. We've been hauling loads across state. We ended up here in Salt Lake City. Delivered our load last night, and the next load don't even leave till later on tonight. So figured why not make this video? We got time, so probably gonna go inside the truck and make this video, but just wanted to come out here and it's beautiful and the sun looking good on you. You know what I'm saying, boy? Sun looking right. But I might do the video inside the truck, but I just want to come over here and make my intro, and I'm gonna give you guys, the students and current drivers who actually need some help. I'm pretty sure the current drivers don't need any help, but this is mostly for the new students coming into trucking, or drivers coming into trucking, or just students that's upgrading. You know the winter season's gonna come up, so here's, in my personal opinion, helpful tips for the winter season for you. So this is your boy PrimeTruckerRob. Hey, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. Once you subscribe, go ahead and hit that thumbs up button. Give me a thumbs up on this video. All right, I'll be right back at you. Peace. What's up with it, folks? This is your boy PrimeTruckerRob. Hold on a second. Coming back in on the YouTube channel, like I said. I decided to do it inside the truck, one, because they have this generator, big generator thing on over here. Then plus, where I was sitting at was directly in the sun, and then you got the APUs on out here in this area. So I figured why not do this in the truck? But I come over here to help a couple of you guys out with some wintry tips, because winter is literally right around the corner. You would need some helpful tips on how to be successful, or how to run your truck, or you don't really have to listen to them. You don't want to, but these are, in my opinion, and PrimeTruckerRob's opinion, things that I think are helpful for you guys during the winter season. I have 15 tips, so let's get this video started. Tip number one. Tip number one. I know I probably said it wrong, but I think it's 16 tips, not 15 tips. But tip number one would be to get you it's a Weather Channel app. You have the Weather Channel app, you have Accurate Weather. There's so many different Weather Channel apps you can get out there. Download them. If you don't have the premium, please get the premium, because if you have, let me rephrase that. If you don't have the Weather Channel premium, you should definitely highly get the Weather Channel premium, because it's very helpful. It's more in depth. It tells you what's coming up, what's to come, how the road conditions are going to be. So I think it's really helpful for you to get a weather app. Get a weather app. It's a couple of them you can download. So you have Weather Channel, like I said, Weather Channel, Accurate Weather, and a couple more you can download. So download those, and that will be a helpful tip. Tip number two. I'm gonna say tip number two. I mean, it's all up to you, but as a fresh student driver, or as a student who feel like they really, you just started and you want to get some more experience, I would say try to make it to where you have lows, or you can drive during the day, because if it's snowing outside, you can't really see black eyes, you can't really see what's going on the road, and I know you don't want to run into that stuff, you know what I'm saying? So try to manage or get around to where you can run your clock during the day. Drive during the day, because if you drive during the night, that's just like a lot more, that's like a whole up level of much more stress, because you're driving through the snow. Not saying, let's just say it's a blizzard at nighttime. You're going through a blizzard. It's blizzard conditions out there. You can't see the road. You can't see what's going on up in front of you. Your visibility is whack. I mean, it can be the same during the day, but it's a lot more better during the day, because like I said, it's daylight compared to nighttime outside, because you can actually sometimes see black ice if you outside at the daytime. But if you at nighttime and you in a blizzard condition and all this other stuff like that, it's really hard. So as a fresh student, or as a student who's been in here for some time, I would say try to manage your clock, or try to manage your loads to where you can run through the daytime. That's the safest thing to do, is run through the daytime. Tip number three, I would say make sure you have the right equipment as far as your snow blades, the diesel fuel treatments, the make sure you have all your fluids on you as far as, and not saying you would need engine coolant, but engine coolant, oil, you know, all this stuff like this, especially those snow blades. Make sure you have your chains on you. Actually, to be honest with you, new students who upgraded, the chain law went in effect in the state of Colorado back in September. It actually went earlier month this year. So make sure you do have those chains on you. Make sure you do have that diesel fuel treatment. Make sure you have all your fluids on you and stuff like that, because these things you're gonna need, especially for those chains. This is to get you prepared if you go through snow, especially with those chains, man. So you just want to make sure that you have your proper equipment on your truck. Things you need. I would also say get you a shovel and get you some cat litter. I know some of y'all may look at me funny, but look at the inside of cat litter. Let's just say, for instance, you at a truck stop, it snows overnight, ice get up, not saying it would get up under you, but it's just, let's just say you park right there and it's already water. It's already water that wasn't frozen. And nighttime get here, the temperature drops below like 20 something degrees, and the water freezes. What if you get some cat litter? What that cat litter is going to do is going to act as something that can help you with traction on those drive tires or your steer tires or wherever you place it at. It's going to help you with that traction. So it's important to get the right equipment and fluids for your truck. So make sure you have those on deck with you before you even leave Springfield, Salt Lake City, or the Piston Terminal. Tip number 4, try not to, please, this should have been tip number 1, but tip number 1 or 2, but I'm going to put it at tip number 4. Try not to run in a pack. Somebody's trying to talk on that CB radio in the yard. Try not to run in a pack. The reason why I say try not to run in a pack, man, because in snow, all it takes is that one person. That's literally all it takes is that one person. That one person to smash on their brakes, they start to roll, and next thing you know, it recreates everything else. The person behind him gonna do it, the person behind him gonna do it, the person behind him gonna have to do it, then you're gonna be that person that's also gonna have to do it, and then what you know with snow, it's kind of hard to stop. So you just got yourself stuck in that situation, and you just got into a wreck. So what I'm saying is, just try to, don't run in a pack. Please keep your distance. Like, get away from people who are close together, who are speeding through snow, not really going, you know, a safe speed, because 9 times out of 10, it's going to be that driver down the road somewhere that's going to, let me rephrase that. 5 times out of 10, it's going to be that driver that you see flew by you, going to be the reason to an accident later on down the road somewhere. So I'll just say, please don't run in the pack and keep a safe distance. Keep a safer distance than what you keep with normal weather. I know as normal out here, summer weather or anything like that, you still need to keep a safe distance, but keep a more safer distance during the winter season. All right, tip number 5. Tip number 5, I would say have a CB radio on you. I have one, microcheck. You should have one too. Reason being why you should have a CB radio, let's just say you in the snow, specifically speaking, out in Wyoming. All right, out in Wyoming, let's just say, you going westbound. Eastbound coming the direction towards you. Okay, you're going you're going westbound, eastbound coming towards you. Reason why you need to have a CB radio, let's just say it's an accident like 5 miles down the road. What those guys, that train is extremely loud to not be moving. Sorry about that if y'all heard that, but let's just say a driver coming eastbound saw a wreck or a pileup 5 miles down the direction you going, but traffic looked fine to where you went. Now, with that being said, that guy is going to come on the CB radio and update you on that. He's going to be like, westbound, you got a crash or a pileup 5 miles ahead. Be prepared, slow down, stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? So it's important to have a CB radio. It's where other truck drivers, you know, they communicate with each other. They let us know what's coming up. Right, it's an officer sitting in the middle of the interstate, or like I said, a wreck or a pileup, or it's just slow traffic going on. It's always going to be somebody on that CB radio if they're nice enough to update you on traffic that's coming in your direction. That's why I say it's good to have a CB radio. Tip number 6. Tip number 6, you want to make sure that you have the right, proper clothing. You want to make sure you have some sweatpants, jacket, snow coat, snow boots, gloves, the warm gloves. You make sure you want to have those full covered face masks, beanie, toboggan, whatever. You want to make sure you have all that during this winter season, because it be states. If you down in Florida and you come out here on this road with no sweat, I understand down in Florida or California, Laredo, Texas, areas like Phoenix, Arizona, y'all are kind of used to not having snowy days at all. So y'all want to make sure that y'all come with these sweatpants and all this good stuff out here, because you come out here with some shorts trying to run through the winter season, going through Washington or Oregon or Maine, you might well say your legs don't feel off, because it's going to be cold as hell. So you always just want to make sure you prepare with proper clothing. You don't want to come out here with all these shorts and stuff on. You don't want to just stock up summer clothes on your truck. Leave a little bit of room to stock up some winter clothes on your truck too. You can bring out your summer clothes during the summer season and your winter clothes during the winter season. You know what I'm saying? So just try not to pile yourself up with having, you know, a lot of more summer clothes than you have winter clothes. Have both. You need winter clothes. You definitely need proper clothing for the winter season, because you don't know where your load going to take you to, what the weather condition is going to be. So you always want to definitely be prepared for that. You know what I'm saying? All right, tip number 7. Look, y'all, I want to tell y'all something. I don't know if any of y'all went back and seen those short clips earlier in my video. This is tip number 7, like I said, but I don't know if any of y'all went back and went to go see those earlier clips in my video, the little short clips of my son named Junior. Hey, YouTube, you better tell these folks number 7, you better not be cutting up. Tell them, look right here, because I wrote it out.
I'm looking, Daddy.
Look at number 7 and tell them what that say right there.
I can't read, Daddy.
You know how to read, don't you?
No.
Then tell them what number 7 is.
It says...
Oh, you can't see it. Okay.
Yeah, I can't.
Now tell them what number 7 is.
Okay, y'all. Number 7 said make sure you have proper clothing.
That's number 6. I said number 7.
And make sure you have enough food and water.
And why should they make sure they have enough food and water?
Because, what you...
Lying tale. That's not... Read it again.
I ain't reading nothing. You gonna keep hitting me like that. I'm gonna punch you in your face. That's what I'm gonna do.
Sit over there. You in timeout. Don't say nothing.
No, you in timeout.
You should have enough food and water. I don't know. I don't understand why you couldn't simply tell them why you need food and water. Why you gotta act up like that? You couldn't
brush your teeth before you start this YouTube video.
All right, wait till I get done making this YouTube video. You're gonna keep talking like that. All right.
Making a YouTube video.
Like I was saying.
All right.
You want to make sure you have enough food and water, because. Shut your doggone mouth. Anyways, let me get this spit out. You want to make sure you have enough food and water. Reason being why you want to make sure you have enough food and water. Let's just say you get stuck in some traffic. You get stuck in a pile up. They're gonna be shut down for several hours, maybe even several. Who knows how long the cleanup is gonna take? Or you just get stuck on the interstate in a lot of black ice. You're gonna need some food and water. Even if let's just say, for instance, you leave in Springfield, you about to upgrade. You ain't got no refrigerator, you ain't got no microwave, you didn't go by Walmart and get no food. You was so excited to leave Springfield. Let's just say that first load you took out was going somewhere like Denver, Colorado. So boom, you had to take I-70. Let's just say you get stuck in a snowstorm. The snow covers y'all on the interstate, shuts y'all down for, let's just say it's a several day snowstorm that y'all get caught up in. You don't have no food and water on your truck. What is you gonna do?
I'm just hoping don't nobody be stupid enough to do some stuff.
I didn't ask you what was you gonna do. This is just for a YouTube video. Will you be quiet, please?
Man, all right, Daddy. Damn.
Thank you.
Down there.
So just make sure you have food and water on your truck, because you're gonna need it. You're definitely gonna need it. Tip number 8. Tip number 8, I would say to make sure that you have a power bank. I want to say make sure you have a power bank on your truck. Junior,
what, Daddy?
Can you explain to these folks you want to be on camera?
No, I done told you about
it. Was just a question. It was just a question.
And I said no.
Okay. Will you explain to them what a power bank is?
Yeah, a power bank is where you plug in the electricity cord to the ATM machine. You plug it in now, and then you'll try to hammer that thing down and saw it and cut it up to what.
Be quiet.
What? Oh, dang.
I'm pretty sure some of y'all know what a power bank is. They sell some solar power banks, but they also sell the regular power banks, you know, what you hook up. But you want to make sure you get a good, strong power bank. Reason why I want to say that you make sure you get a good strong power bank. Let's just say you is stuck in one of them snow situations. The temperature is so brutally cold that something tends to happen to your truck. It tends to happen to your truck. Your batteries did something, or something started to not act right. Your APU didn't want to work, or none of that stuff. You're gonna need a power bank to charge your phone so you can keep in touch with your fleet manager, for one. Keep in touch with Road Assist and all these other people. Let them know the situation and what's going on. So power bank is something that you can use, useful to charge your phones, tablet, etc., whatever you have, you know, just to keep in touch with people that you need to keep in touch with, for your family and stuff like that. So I will always want to say, make sure you have a power bank or a solar power bank on you. Solar power I prefer. I got a solar power in here somewhere. Great power bank. It got 4 USBs and 2 USB-Cs, so that's a great addition to have. So just make sure you always want to have a power bank. I can't believe you said that.
Well, hell, Daddy, you asked shit. I was just telling you.
That make it sound like you want to rob a bank or something.
I mean, you may never know.
Next year.
What's up, guys? So I had to switch over to my iPad due to, I don't know what happened to my iPhone, but I think I'm on tip number 9, I want to say. Oh, I want to say, don't always have your truck under half a fill. The reason why I say you don't want to have it under half a fill is because, let's just say, when it all comes back to you getting stuck in a snowstorm and stuff like that, you always want to make sure you have fuel in your truck, because your APU runs fuel. And I don't know if any of you guys knew, but if you idle, I mean, if it's below, quote me if I'm wrong, if it's below 30 degrees or above 80 degrees, the Prime trucks are able to idle. So me doing that, I take great advantage of that. So if it's, you know, I know it's not good, because, you know, that's why you gotta start a PARHRW and all that other stuff, but I take great advantage of that. But if you're if it's 80 degrees outside, I take great advantage of idling the truck. And definitely it's below 30 degrees outside, because let's just say your bunk heater stopped working and you don't, you know, have any way to get heat in this truck. You're gonna need that idling if it's below 30 degrees, you know, to idle your truck. So I take great advantage of that as well. So just always, you always want to make sure that that your truck doesn't go under half a fill, because you get stuck in a snowstorm several days, whatever, blah blah blah. You're gonna need that. So keep in mind, don't let it go under half a fill. All right, we are on tip number 10. Tip number 10, I would say, tip number 10, if it's cold outside, or if it's, you know, a lot of snow on the ground, accumulating snow, or anything of that nature, just remember, Prime will tell you, they'll tell you that safety is the highest calling. You know, safety is more important than anything. If you feel like you're not safe, you are the captain of your ship, as they will always also say. So if you feel like it's not safe for you to drive, please do not be afraid to shut it down. Please do not be afraid to shut your truck down. Find a safe place to park and just shut it down till the snowstorm pass, or it dies down a little bit, and then maybe you can taper off. But as a rookie or as a new student who hasn't driven through or have any snow experience, the best thing to be for you would shut it down. If you see if it's accumulating snow, it's snowing too much, you look at your weather system, you see it's going to be snowing for several hours, it's getting nighttime, it's going to be a blizzard overnight conditions, you want to shut it down. You want to shut it down for your safety and the safety of that load. So just always shut it down. Tip number 11, I hope I'm not wrong, I hope this is tip number 11, but this is a little trick I learned during the winter when it snows outside, whether you can tell if the snow is about to stick or not about to stick. So let me just explain it to you. If it's snowing outside and you're riding on the road, you're driving on the interstate, and if it's snowing on the interstate, the way you can tell if snow is about to stick, if it falls on the ground and you don't see it move anywhere else. Because sometimes when you're going through snow and it's snowing outside, the snow falls and hit the ground and then blows and wishy-washes on the ground and really don't stick. That's indication that the snow is not sticking. But if it falls and it sticks right there and you don't see it move anymore, or if you see the snow hitting the ground and it's not wishy-washy and blowing on the road, that lets you know that snow is about to stick. So what you want to do is slow down, take it easy, and just drive safe, okay?
So that's one thing I learned on how to tell if snow is about to stick or if snow is not about to stick. And you always want to keep an eye on your temperature. Reason why I say you always want to keep an eye on your temperature, you'll get the alert, but I think snow starts to freeze below 32 degrees. But I think on the Prime trucks, on the little radar thing, once it checks your temperature, if you get it, I think it's 34 degrees, quote me if I'm wrong. If it's below 34 degrees, you'll get that message on your Qualcomm, I mean, not on your Qualcomm, but on the little display screen right here on your Freightliner. It'll tell you to watch for snow, ice, or something like that, because that's like, I guess, the warning for Prime that you're about, warning for these trucks that you're about to run into some snow. So below 34 degrees, that message will come up, but you always want to keep an eye out for your temperature, because that temperature can drop. Sometimes the reason why I say you always want to keep an eye on your temperature, because I'm not sure what temperature it is, but your diesel, if you don't have that treatment field in there and it drops, let's just say -8 degrees or something outside, and you haven't put no diesel treatment in your field, that can cause a serious problem with your field. So you always want to make sure you keep an eye on your temperature, just so you can know when to put that diesel treatment in. It's safe to put it in there anyways, you know, even if it is 34 degrees or, you know, whatever it is outside, or you about to run into cold temperature. You always want to make sure you put that diesel treatment in there and take care of your diesel. That and keep yourself safe. I don't know what I said because I was looking at my phone. I thought I had 15 tips, but I kind of shortened them and put them in together to make shorter tips. So I would say, here's another way. This is my last tip, but I'm going to explain. Here's another way you can tell if it's about to be freezing rain or an ice storm or anything like that. Because listen, if you check your windshield wipers and the back part of your mirrors, those will freeze up quicker than anything else. The back part of your mirrors and those windshield wipers will freeze up. If you see that those things are freezing up, be ready for at least an ice storm or freezing rain. More than likely it'll be freezing rain. That's just something you always want to look out for too. Freezing rain is just like black ice, just like snow hitting the road, and it's sticking. So you want to always keep an eye out for those things right there, your back mirrors and your windshield wipers while you're driving. If you see those things begin to freeze as you're using the windshield wipers, just know it's freezing rain outside and something's about to come up. As always, this is your boy PrimeTruckerRob. My iPad camera right here. Is it right here? Yep. This is your boy PrimeTruckerRob checking in on the YouTube channel. I really hope these 12 tips with some helpful tips for you to be successful during the winter season. Winter season is right around the corner. I want y'all to take this serious, man. It's coming up, and I'm pretty sure it's going to come up full blast. So please take heed of these tips, helpful tips, and if you in Springfield about to upgrade, please don't forget to get your diesel treatment, and definitely don't forget to get your change. So if these are helpful tips to y'all, go ahead and give me that thumbs up, man. I came up with these thoughts myself. These was PrimeTruckerRob tips. No tips from nowhere else. I'm not being sponsored for anything like that for this video. So these were tips I came up with. So again, if it was helpful to you guys, hit that thumbs up, subscribe to the channel. Oh, by the way, of subscribers, I want to say thank to each and every one of y'all for subscribing to my YouTube channel. I want to get to 2K. We almost at 2K. I think I'm at 1.8K subscribers now. Let's go ahead and get that thing spiking. Let's get it up to that 2K. So I appreciate y'all for watching. This is your boy PrimeTruckerRob. As always, the catchphrase, dream it, believe it, do it. I'll catch you on the next YouTube channel. Peace.